Welcome to reading the New Testament in original Greek. We're reading in this session Matthew chapter 3 verse 7. Idon de πολλούς των Φαρισαίων και Σαδουκαίων ερχόμενους επί το βάπτισμα αυτού. Είπεν αυτοίς, γεννήματα εχιδνών, τις επίδειξαν ημίν φυγήν από τις μελούσης οργής. But when he saw many Pharisees and Sadducees coming for baptism, he said to them, You brood of vipers, who warned you to flee from the wrath to come? Now the Greek text begins with idon. We have seen this one, omega ni, with an accent, as an aorist participle form. Now this word is from the verb orao, and an aorist form is as idon. Idon in aorist pronunciation. Now, as he saw, when he saw, a circumstantial participle, you have to fit in the context. As he saw, or when he saw, would perfectly match here, feet in the context, because Matthew is explaining what's happening at the same time. After later on, we have another participle letter so matching the accusative of idon. Now, let me explain it. Idon, when he saw, they, however, as you saw something, he saw something, naturally follows the accusative object. Πολλούς, a number of, many. Of ton Phariseon, Pharisees and Sadducees. He saw many of Pharisees and Sadducees. What they were doing is explained and described with the next participle, erchomenos. Now, erchome plus omenos. Omenos as a nominative case as a participle, changing to the third person plural, matching the numbers of the previous accusative numbers. Now they were coming. So when he saw them coming, for what? Epi, the preposition takes usually, not usually, takes an all genitive, dative, and accusative. All of them could mean for the purpose of. Epi to baptisma, baptism, aftu, his baptism. For his baptism, they were coming. Now, an ipen, another verb we have, the third person singular. Ipen αυτοίς, he said to them. Now, picking up the subject as John the Baptist, same as an idon. Genimata, it means the offspring, genima. Taking the genitive forms genimatos, taking third declensions, genimatos, genimati, and genimata. Now, if you consider this as an accusative, I don't know how you're gonna put, well, you can try and how you can fit into as the accusative. We have another option, vocative, which takes the same forms in this case, an accusative. Genimata, oh, the offspring. Echidnon, of vipers. Now, omega, ni, with the circumflex on top, not the nakuten or degrade, the opposite directions of the accent. With the circumflex, in many cases, this is the genitive forms and genitive plural declension and the declensions. Echidnon, of vipers. So you, the offspring of the vipers, in the plural. These, epidixen. Now, these, as a substantive, you can translate as who, as an adjective, which. Now we have the verb in the third person singular, epidixen. So most likely taking these as a subject. And also we have the question marks over there, so you have to be careful. Now, who show you over? Who give you the moral directions? Now, with pedixens as compound verb with hypo plus wipo, plus dignimi. Dignimi is a particular word that takes nimi and a me ending. I want you to look at the paradigm chart because this particular word taking different forms. Dignimi itself means also to show. Ipodignimi together, saying it to show over, to point out, also give the moral direction. Now, who show you the moral directions? To you, right? You mean to you, who show to you. This is the literal translations. Who show you, who show to you to do something. Now, infinitive follows here, figin, from the verb fevgo, to flee. Now, it's an epsilon falls often an aorist, with the in taking the infinitive ending. Figin, to flee. Now, from the apo, the prepositional phrase, dis melusis orugis is the modifier for modifies the figin. It explains more details. From what? Apo, from the melusis. It's a participle form from the verb melo, to will, to want, to be about to happen, or to be about, a little bit of future sense as well. It also has since it's an adjectival position. Also, you can translate as a destined, or something that's about to happen. So from the destined orugis, the wrath. So who show you the moral directions to you to flee from the destined wrath? This is what it means here in the context. Okay, this is the verse 7 for today's session. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to our next session.